We've been thinking about this new Traitors power wrong. I was at a party yesterday and someone told me what they would do had they got the power, and they are spot on, so I need to share it. In essence, you subtly reveal a piece of information about yourself to the traitors in that moment, a piece of information that no one else in the game would know. The piece of information doesn't even have to be true, and you see if it gets back to you. Or if you are very cunning, a step further, you try and fish it out of people. Saying something like, oh, my sister's the biggest fan of the show, and so I want to be a traitor for her. Will you recruit me? You say a bit more than that so that it's not obvious, but they had a lot of opportunity to speak. My sister's not real. I don't have a sister. Then the next day, you just start bringing up family as a general topic very subtly. You got to remember, they're filming all day. There is lots of time for these conversations. And in that time, you maybe mention your sister, or you say to someone, do you have any siblings? And they'll be like, oh yeah, because if you have a sister, don't you? And just see if someone reveals this information when they shouldn't have known it. Or again, one step further, if this isn't working, you ask someone, be like, have I told you about my sister before? Just to, you're talking about family and be like, oh, my sister's my biggest inspiration. Have I ever told you about her? See if someone says yes. Now, obviously, this isn't foolproof. It may never work, but this power isn't that useful because you ask any question, the traitors can just lie. But they are so focused on answering the question in a confusing way that any other piece of information you give them just gets stored subconsciously. And so if you're very casual about it and you bring it up in a future day, especially to someone that you are suspicious of, they might just regurgitate that information, not even remembering that it was part of that experience that they found out. I don't know. It seems pretty clever. As I say, someone told me this is what they would do, and I'm like, you're a genius, so here you go. I'm sharing it. Maybe Harriet will do this. And before anyone in the comments says my example was bad, I'm only using it as an obvious way to explain what I'm saying, which is they should reveal something subtly and see if it gets back to them, or see if they can fish it out other players. Something that no one else knows, something that's not necessarily true. I just gave that example because it was obvious. There's definitely going to be ways they could do this exact strategy and make it much more subtler than I just did. So anyway, what do you think of that strategy?